Seth's not here.
Okay, let me just double check. Yes, Racine County Public Health has another recall for health risk. Can of food recalls Aleppo tahini sesame paste, 16-ounce jars.
What is that?
Contaminated with salmonella. So, if you have that, be careful. It's also Cardiac Awareness Month, so check your blood pressure, take your meds. There's going to be a job fair at the Burlington Public Library on the 19th for a new child care center that's opening, Plymouth Children's Center. Job fair is from 12 to 3 on Wednesday, February 19th at the Burlington Library. And that's all I have.
Sewage district, anyone?
Yeah, we're almost there for the expansion. I don't know if people know, we put a $15 million expansion to increase the capacity 50% for the area. So we'll be good for the next 30 years. We'll revisit in 20 years. It's almost completely done. We just got to get some covers for our clarifiers. They're cracked. And landscaping, we're completely done. So it's functioning right now with 50% more capacity. So it's good news for everyone here. We'll keep looks like we'll keep the prices. I think I can say it's the lowest in the state to a municipality. So I want to thank everyone that works over there. They do a heck of a job.
Great. Always good to keep our toilets flush.
Yeah, it's important. They had some buildings here.
Water goes away. Tammy, anything for library board?
We're going to be meeting next week, so nothing else unless questions on Heather's report.
Okay, we're gonna move on to new business. Discussion on recommendation of the Plan Commission on the Falcon 9 development project in the Mercury Business Park. This is Steve Schwid. He's done, what, four projects over there?
3.
2?
This is the 3rd.
Well, he did one in the expansion off that one, then, yeah. So, what do we need from us here? Steve's done a fantastic job over here so far.
So I'm going to give a presentation. I'm going to tell you that I have a conflict and I'm going to leave. So in your packet are the plans and the development agreement for the project. If you have any questions, glad to answer those. I may be interested in buying one of the units. I want to disclose that prior to development. Any questions from the other board? I'm going to step out.
This is pretty sad. Does it pencil out?
This is $2.9 million on an acre. It's one of the best projects that we've had over there. In my opinion, this is super dense. Yes, this is what we were looking for.
Steve's done quite a few projects, everything's worked out.
Deep with business, if we're good.
I need a place to keep my computer stuff. Yeah.
All right, any questions, discussion? Anything for Steve?
Zeke's not getting a liquor license. Just so that's on there.
I'll need
Parking's for sure.
No, this is a great project.
Is that your motion?
I will, yes, I will make a motion to, let's see here, approve the development agreement plans and resolution 1026-021025.
I'll second.
Okay, motion second, any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
Keep going.
We'll push through tomorrow.
Discussion and recommendation from Fire Chief Rozina concerning frequency of fire inspections.
Yes, this has come up a couple of times in terms of state statute. Asked Todd McKenzie Terry to take a look at it. They drafted an ordinance that's in front of you tonight. So effectively, instead of having to go into each of our businesses twice a year, Rosie would like to go in once a year. It's provided for under state statute. Makes sense. It's in front of you here.
I will make the motion to adopt ordinance 706-021025, amending chapter 28-10 of the Villages Code of Ordinances related to inspection.
Second.
Any more discussion?
Yeah,
Questions?
just a quick question. We haven't had any fire-related issues.
Nothing that we feel like would preclude us doing this.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Discussion on resolution 1025-021025, resolution to authorize establishment of bicycle facilities as part of the East Main Street project.
You got a $400,000 grant?
We have to do this part of the grant.
Motion to approve?
No second?
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any opposed can pay the $400,000. Discussion on offers to purchase 586 Gravity Court. Consider appropriate motion for action.
Okay, Tracy? You wanna do your part, then I'll do mine?
Is that?
I said, you gonna do your part, then I'll do mine, or you
Yes.
just, okay,
First, tell
go
us
ahead.
which
Well-
property that is,
Just north of Dollar General.
thank you. That's along 36,
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
just so everybody,
the company that has the offer on the table, they originally were at 403, which became 402 because of bookkeeping. And then he changed the building a little bit, so it was no longer gonna be a good fit for that lot. So then, a number of meetings and discussions was that the 586 would be a better spot for him. You want me to go into what he's planning?
Page 88 of your packet, so in conversation, with the parties, they're willing to condo this building into 2 different units. I think that should be a condition on us accepting the offer. As we look at different projects, and I'll just give you a compare and contrast of what happens when we condoize them versus not. Just to the north of the project, you just approved for Steve Schwid, there are 2 buildings that are almost identical in size and scope. The assessment on those is $1.6 million. By condoizing the project and selling some of the units off, you get several things that happen as a result. Number one, increase in water and sewer customers for your utility because they're all metered separately. Number two, your tax base is almost double. So Schwid's project will be valued at $2.9 million when it's all sold off versus one that's held for rental. And number three, you give your smallest, in this case, more like your medium-sized businesses, an opportunity to own real estate instead of being forced into being tenants permanently. So they get to build a balance sheet. So there's nothing not to love about doing these projects that are condo-wise. There will always be some discussion on whether or not the condo units are immediately for sale or are held for rental. From my perspective, I would always like us to push towards, hey, we want to see these things come up on the market immediately for sale because it'll create comps, and that was the conversation with Mr. Schwid, and has been for both of his other projects. On this one, the principal wants to retain ownership of one of the units as a rental. However, by already being platted as a condo and separated legally with 2 different water and sewer services, whenever he gets ready to sell it, all he needs to do is put it on the market and sell it. It'll be 2 tax payments.
question is, I'm looking at the packet, page 66, that has to do with the 225 offer, right?
Yes. So 80. It looks like there's a
I think you got your page.
duplicate. Yeah, 66.
Page 66, that has to do with the offer above it. Picture?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just wanna make sure everybody's on the same page. That's a nice looking building, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yes, very nice.
And the value's there?
He thinks this building is gonna come in around $2 million to $2.25 million. I don't disagree with that. I would like to see more value, particularly on Highway 36. There's a self-storage facility immediately to the north. Dollar General's immediately to the south. Would I love to see a more commercial business go there, like a Taco Bell or something that has a higher value? Absolutely, I would. Tracy and I have been kicking this around for years. I just think it's unlikely that you're gonna get fast service food absent, vastly more rooftops.
They want the corner there too.
Yeah, everybody wants corner and quick turning movement. I think we'll have more luck holding that lot between O'Reilly's and Spanky's to get something there, just because that's a natural traffic movement. We're also looking at housing further to the south.
So what are you asking us here?
Well, one other part is, on page 68, there was a second offer. Just wanna make sure that we get everything covered. So the second offer is an industrial producer. They have a lower dollar amount on offer, but a higher employment base, and are looking at a different build type. So what I've wanted to convey to the board, and we have another offer we'll bring back for yet another property at another time, is I sat with you all in 2018 when Triple Crown Products had come in and made an offer to to expand their facility, and we were out of land, and I would tell you, we're right back at that point that we're out of land, for appreciable development, so we're
Good
gonna,
problem to have.
we're gonna need to start those conversations up, in the months ahead.
So you're asking us which offer? I think that's a no-brainer.
We had a duty to bring you both. I would recommend you go with the first offer that has the schematic design attached. For,
What do you guys think?
That's,
thank you, page 54.
50,000 versus 225? I don't know.
Your money on this is largely immaterial. They're gonna ask for a TID credit back either way. It's just a security position. Either way, it's a much more robust build.
What do you need, a motion, or what do you?
Need a motion to accept the offer, on page 54.
Wanna make that?
So moved.
I'll second it.
Motion second, any more discussion?
Cranich is the offer, Rachel.